Enamura is officially in the door at Celtic Park as he has completed his move to the Scottish Champions after signing a 4-year contract with Celtic Football Club. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. This deal is official. Made a video on it last week saying that it would happen after he played his final game for his Japanese club, and now he is in Scotland, he is in Glasgow, and he is a Celtic player. He made 36 appearances for Niigata Club, including 17 this season. All but 2 of them were starts. So this is a regular starter coming into the Celtic team. And will he be a regular starter in this Celtic 11? That remains to be the question. I think Celtic definitely do need to find a better quality centre-back to go alongside Carter Vickers, especially in the Champions League. While I think Scales at times has done a decent job, I'm still not convinced he is a player that Celtic long-term want to be in their starting 11. And Austin Trusty doesn't look like a £6 million player to me. Then you've got Naroki, who has never really been given an opportunity, so we don't really know what he can do. Pretty much seems like he got ruled out after his first few months at the club due to not being very good. But yeah, Enamura comes in. A lot of people don't think that he's going to play much. A lot of people even predicting he's going to get loaned out straight away. But tell you what, I think this is about as good an opportunity as you could possibly have coming into Celtic as the second centre back, because outside of Carter Vickers, I think that position is up for grabs.
Absolutely. He's on the bench tonight against Queen's Park at Lesser Hampden. Will he get a first taste of Celtic? We'll have to wait and see for that. As for Naroki, he's going to Hanover on a season-long loan, so he's out the door. Lagerbielke linked with a move to Braga, so a lot of those options are freeing up there. You look at Carter Vickers, he's currently out with a knee injury, surgery. He will be back soon. I mean, there's no reason for this guy. He probably will get a lot of game time.
Have Naroki and Lagerbielke not been at the club now for multiple seasons?
2 years.
Do you know,
18 appearances. I made a fid earlier. Naroki's made 18 appearances.
In 2 seasons?
For 4 million, aye. That's shite.
Do you not think they're at the point now where they should just sell him?
Oh, well, it's an option to buy, but here, Matondo went to Hanover with an option to buy, and he's still at Rangers, so there's no guarantee.
Just not convinced loan moves are the correct way forward. If Celtic don't think Naroki or Lagerbielke are ever going to be good enough, then you may as well just cut your losses and get rid of them now.
This guy's 5'11", centre back. He is getting buried because last season was his first senior season, but he's only cost $250,000. I think there'd be a lot more question marks.
But here, is this not crazy? You not get people say, "Oh, give the youth a chance." People upset that Rocco Fata left and Ben Doak left, and they're crying about, "Oh, youth not getting a chance." But then this guy is getting buried because his last season was his first senior year.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm pretty sure in Japan and Korea and shit, you have to sign up and go to the army or whatever before you can become a professional footballer. So that's why he's 23 and only made one senior full season appearance. It's not because he's shite. Just pretty sure at a young level there, you have to go through military school or whatever they call it.
Yeah, but I tell you what, speaking of another
just in case people didn't know that, but all these Celtic fans should know that. But
yeah, maybe they do know it. But Nakamura, he's chose to wear his number 25. Can he hit free kicks as good as him? I doubt it. Don't think many people can, to be honest. But he'll be aiming for it.
I think Nakamura could potentially be the best. I said I was going to put a poll up who the best Celtic Japanese player is of all time, and I will do that. I'll do that tonight because for me, I think it's between 4. It's between the 3 that started the season last year and Nakamura.
Do you think, though, there's just a nostalgia bias, though? To, a lot of players where it's people are just going to be like, oh, Nakamura every day of the week. It's not comparable. But if you ask the question in 10 years' time, because the 3 that, you pointed out were at the start of last season, 10 years removed, people will be more likely to pick them.
I think Hayato was probably all round a better player than Nakamura, but Nakamura had that free kick aspect that was deadly, so it depends. Anyway, I'll put that poll up and you guys can vote. Anyway, Brendan Rodgers, he's happy with the signing. Celtic fans might not be, but he is happy with Enamura coming in the door. He said, quote, "He's a young player full of promise and potential. I know that he's delighted to be taking this next step in his career by joining us, and we look forward to welcoming him into the squad." End of quote. So yeah, he will join his Japanese compatriots Dyson Maeda and Rio Hatate, and obviously we know that Celtic have had a lot of players from Japan in recent years. Some being obviously Furuhashi, who everyone remembers, and then you got players like Kobayashi and Tomiko Iwata, who didn't really cut it. Although I do think Iwata, to be fair, was actually showing some signs the season before they let him go. Kobayashi, on the other hand, just never looked like he was going to cut it.
No, but that's the guy in the same position as this new guy. So, I mean, it wouldn't take much to beat Kobayashi. I think the game that killed it for Kobayashi was the 3-0 Michael Beale game at Ibrox.
Yeah, it could have been like.
But Iwata was pretty good at.
I'm surprised. I am surprised that they got rid of Iwata because the season they got rid of him, he was beginning to actually play all right. But
no, he was absolutely. But here, the thing is with this, it's $250,000. It can't be that much of a disaster.
Does Kwon still play for Celtic?
I know he spent last season at St Mirren, so he must be back in some capacity. Don't know what he's doing. Don't even know if he's on the bench for Celtic tonight against Queen's Park. Couldn't really tell you, but all in all, it's not a risky move. It's just a smart piece of business.
The South Korean signings haven't really worked for Celtic. Japanese signings have been decent.
O was alright, but no.
Never really had the love. I tell you what, controversial. I would take O over Ida every day of the week. Especially if you factor in he costs like a quarter.
It always comes back to Ida, doesn't it?
Well, he's shite, you know.
It always spins back to him, doesn't it? But I think, is that where we're going to leave it, or we're going to dive into some more quotes?
Well, let's dive into what Enamura had to say. He said, quote, "Many Japanese players have had success at this club. Across the world, this is a massive club and is really well known. I am truly excited to be joining Celtic. It's a huge opportunity for me. So far, the current Japanese players have been performing at a high level. I think that is why there are expectations on Japanese players. I really want to live up to those expectations and to do my best. Regarding Nakamura, I used to imitate his kicking style when I was a kid. He was one of my favourite players." End of quote. Well, I mean, if he imitated his kicking style, I wonder if he can duplicate or replicate even some free kicks.
He'll hoping to duplicate the numbers and replicate them as well. But you notice that though, see like free kick specialists, set piece specialists, they're easier to like
remember.
And also like
Juninho. Everyone remembers.
Like not David Beckham as well.
Not the Celtic one, the real one.
You know, no, but it's even like the Panenka penalty. People associate that with like Paulo and shit, and people will try it. And
even Roberto Carlos. I personally don't think he was that great at left back, which is probably controversial. But everyone will put him up there because he hit that free kick against France. I mean,
you see, right? So So he's not that great at left back. So that suggests like how many people's better than Roberto Carlos then at left back?
I just don't think overall he's a fantastic. I don't think overall he's a fantastic left back.
So where would he rank then?
I don't think David Beckham was a fantastic midfielder, but I mean, people would put him in like top 20 of all time on this shit. Now, obviously,
I would say there's more of a case for. Well, there is more of a case. Roberto Carlos is way closer to being the greatest left back of all time than David Beckham's going to be the best midfielder.
Well, that's because there's less left backs.
Right, well, let's just say David Beckham's a right mid then. Roberto Carlos got more chance of being the best left back, and David Beckham's got being the best right mid.
Yeah, well, Roberto Carlos did have more of an overall game. Beckham didn't really have that much apart from crossing and set pieces.
But here, if it works, it works.
All right, okay. I think there's a few. I think I've seen some better left backs in the Premiership at their peak than Roberto Carlos.
Over James Penrice, he better than Roberto Carlos.
I wouldn't go that far, no.
I mean, who would I say is a better left back, Roberto Carlos?
Controversial. I think Ashley Cole at his peak. To be fair,
Ashley Cole.
I would actually say Ashley Cole.
Philip Lam was pretty good.
And I know people
said that like he was a bit shy, but
what are you talking about? I think Ashley Cole at his peak was probably overall better than Roberto Carlos.
Yeah, it's just Ashley Cole is to me. Yeah, you're right. He's an all round better left back. But Roberto Carlos has the set. I mean, see that goal he scored for like the corner flag angle.
Oh, I know that was
Ashley Cole just doesn't have that.
No, he doesn't.
And that's and I think Paul Scholes.
And that is why Roberto Carlos is a Galactico.
But do you not think that's why Paul Scholes suffers a bit when he gets compared to like Lampard and Gerrard? Because you just associate those two with like scoring screamers.
Yeah, he doesn't really have that flashy moment of brilliance.
Aye.
But
anyway, we're talking about guys that aren't relevant anymore.
No, definitely not.
No, they're relevant, but you know what I mean, they're not playing.
No. Well, I'd say Roberto Carlos is definitely in the top 10 left backs of all
Oh,
time.
fucking easily,
I mean,
aye.
definitely, but I just don't know if he's the
I
best.
mean, is he better than Bona Barisic? Aye. Woo! Anyway, folks, well, who's better, Andy Robertson or Roberto Carlos?
Or Roberto Carlos.
Is Andy Robertson the best top 10 left backs of all time? I think he's up in the discussion. Like.
Recent times, yes.
Liverpool, like, no far.
Recent, yeah, current era, yeah. I'd say so.
I'd say so as well. Anyway,
Anyway,
guys.
Enamura, he's in at Celtic. We'll see how he gets on.
Will he come off the bench tonight? We'll have to wait and see.
I actually think Tierney's better than Robertson.
Tierney's just... I know we both agreed on that, but the problem is, though, right, we've seen a lot more of Tierney than Robertson. Watched a lot more Tierney matches than Robertson. You know, we've seen Tierney at Celtic. You see him at Arsenal. You see him at for Scotland, and that's when, in our opinion, he's been better than Robertson. I don't watch Liverpool all that much to maybe appreciate Robertson, because that's where it's came from a lot. But anyway, man, we'll see. Will Andy Robertson and Tierney be battling it out soon enough for a Celtic spot? If Andy Robertson's true to his word, we could see it.
Possibly.
Possibly, guys. Anyway, till next time. Peace.